in adrenaline-pumping aerial combat at Mach 1.5.
Delivering troops and supplies to Afghanistan and the high Arctic.
Or 40 feet above the North Atlantic gale force winds in search of a hostile submarine or a stranded merchant vessel. I'm Captain Peter Curtis from Penticton, BC. I'm a Sea King pilot, currently posted at 12 Wing Shearwater. Within 30 seconds of my first flight in a small plane when I was 15, I knew that this is what I wanted to do with my life. I fly our Sea King helicopter in support of maritime operations along Canada's coastline and on tactical missions overseas. A helicopter is definitely a hands-on job. For example, the Sea King doesn't even have an autopilot. We spend a lot of our time being very busy and low to the ground, which is the environment I really enjoy.
You know, civilian pilot has its challenges as well and its benefits, but in the military, from the raw planning of the mission to the execution and the military aspect of it, you know, you're defending your country, and I think that's really important.
The missions of Canada's military pilots are as varied as the airframes we fly. The Air Force provides a myriad of support to the rest of Canadian forces. It can be tactical airlift with Hercules aircraft. It can be support to the Army via tactical aviation with Griffin helicopters.
As a helicopter pilot, your mission today could be anything from humanitarian aid in Haiti to a search and rescue operation off the Canadian coast. Helicopter pilots support major Navy and Army operations both at home and on deployments around the world.
You don't have to already be a licensed pilot or even a university graduate to join our flying crews. The forces will take care of all your training on the ground and in the air.
My dream of flight led me to the Royal Military College in Kingston, Ontario. But you don't have to be an RMC grad to fly with us. What you do need are good vision, good physical condition, and the ability to, as we like to say, be smart fast.
Most pilot candidates enter the forces at the rank of second lieutenant and do their regular basic officer training in Quebec. You'll also go through aeromedical courses and land and sea survival training.
Then you'll head to Manitoba for your primary flight training, where you'll train on sophisticated aircraft like this Globe. That's followed by basic and advanced flight training in Saskatchewan or Manitoba for a total of about 8 months on various modern aircraft. The forces have state-of-the-art facilities that feature ultra-realistic simulators and first-class instruction.
Your performance at basic and the force's needs will determine what aircraft you'll be assigned to as your first posting. Fast jet, multi-engine, helicopter, or even flight instructor.
Not everyone will start out in the cockpit of a fighter jet, but everyone who earns his or her wings shares the same pride. It is awesome to fly a piece of equipment like this every day, and you count yourself as one of the fortunate few people who get to do this.
Flying at night in challenging weather conditions over the water at low level is a feeling, it's a sensation that's really hard to describe. It's certainly testing in every way, not only as your skills as a pilot, but as your character as a person.
The flying I've done in Afghanistan is certainly the most exciting and most fun that I've done so far. It's also the most challenging. When you're low level, you need to have a heightened awareness. The whole crew needs to be on their game, and I really appreciate the training that you've done up to that point when you're actually in the situation.
Every single flight provides a great deal of fun, just in the freedom and the experience of flying, and that is felt nowhere as greatly as when we're actually deployed on operations in support of Canadian forces.
I chose pilot because it's definitely one of the most fun jobs in the world.
You know, it's very difficult not to enjoy flying 300 hours a year in a $30 million aircraft at 1.5 times the speed of sound. It's really hard to wake up in the morning and not be excited to go to work.